Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the WrestleMania Chicago Kickoff. Now, first and foremost, ladies, unfortunately, Shawn Michaels won't be here to discuss your guys' match, so I'll be substituting for today. Tremor, Jacob here has received your message. He knows you want to face him at WrestleMania.
I figured he'd say that. At least this rematch will be a fair one. You better be ready to deal with me one-on-one for real this time.
You know, it's funny you said that because this rematch isn't going to be any ordinary singles match.
What do you mean? Did you let him book another stipulation, Michelle?
Well, to be fair, you've been sneak attacking him every week, plus backstage at Elimination Chamber. So, in the form of something that I like to call karma, Tremor Staggs gets to handpick another stipulation under one condition, and that condition is to have no allies at ringside.
Oh, well that's good, I guess. So what stipulation is it?
Jacob, I'll be honest, I've looked into your career here in WWE. Or, sorry, the first and only year of your WWE career. I found out that your career was cut short due to an injury, is that right?
Yeah, wait, where are you going with this?
You know exactly where I'm going with this. In Chicago, Jacob Cass will be facing Tremor Staggs. Inside Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania.
A Hell in a Cell? Are you serious?
Yes, I am. Not only you can't run anywhere, but once I beat you inside that cell, you won't be running anywhere farther from that ring. Again, you want to fight me like a tough man. It's about time you start acting like it.
You mother—
Alright, it's official. Tremor Staggs versus Jacob Cass inside a Hell in a Cell match at WrestleMania, Chicago. Now ladies, I heard you two will face each other at WrestleMania for the NXT Women's Championship. Wow. You know, I didn't think you two would split like this.
Me neither, but you know, as usual, Elizabeth doesn't know how to think ahead. She's basically betraying me for no reason.
No reason? I gave you my reasons. I was helping out Jordana Rallin, and you are also the weakest person ever.
Okay, you're the dumbest person ever. Jordana is just a stranger to you. I'm your twin sister. I've known you since birth. You and Jordana sent out all of those attackers after other superstars, just to make yourselves look good.
Oh, as if you know anything about looking good. If it's anything that you're actually good at is losing championships and boyfriends.
Says you and your 4 exes. Call me a bad girlfriend, but I'm not the slut in this room.
Okay, ladies, dang, holy moly, unbelievable. Calm down. Geez, and I thought raising Malachi and James was stressful. This is something else. How about you two just talk about what's going down at WrestleMania, huh?
Sorry. At WrestleMania, Elizabeth, you're going to find out why WWE hired me.
Twice. You fumbled your first run, and now here you are killing off your second one.
Am I not allowed to talk without you interrupting me?
Daisy, I'm saving us some time here because whatever you're going to say won't matter. I've already wasted so much of my time trying to help you out in the ring. Why should I waste more time hearing what you have to say, especially when it's probably going to be just some promise you can't keep? How about we trim it down to the point? You won't beat me at WrestleMania and that NXT Women's Championship. I allowed you to win it on Tuesday so that I can rip it off your hands and embarrass you in front of all of Chicago. So don't get used to it being around your waist.
That's all we have to hear. Daisy Kingsley will defend her NXT Women's Championship against Elizabeth Kingsley at WrestleMania. This year's Elimination Chamber winner, Bruce Weaver, will compete in his last match of his professional wrestling career against Tritonal King for the undisputed WWE Championship.
Yep, probably one of the most unnecessary WrestleMania matches ever made.
You do know I won the Elimination
Chamber. Yeah, I know, but you don't need this. Even if you put it on your record, it's not going to matter. You getting your hands on this is pointless. Tritonal, just like your win at Elimination Chamber was pointless. You coming back to WWE for the 3rd time in your career was pointless. Even your time in Hollywood was pointless. You could have just stayed home, be a dad, watch your kid on TV while planning for the next one. You could have done all of this retirement stuff a long time ago. But instead, you thought about yourself this whole time and made your own decisions. That old mind of yours may have forgotten about this already, Bruce, but you do know that you are the reason a lot of bad stuff has been happening to us, right? Look back at it. You wanted to get the women's world title off of your own daughter in fear of LJ, which led to Justine ordering the rest of the women of the Thunderous One to take the title away from her, which didn't work out until LJ decided to do it herself. And on top of that, after she found out the truth, Gaige brings her in her whole company to get rid of us, basically trying to undo for years of me and my wife's hard work. 4 years of trying to bring you back, and all you can provide me in return is the rest of your career. That doesn't feel very rewarding.
Tritonal, let me be honest with you on something here. I'm aware that I've made a lot of mistakes throughout my career, especially lately, and we both know I can't take it all back as much as most of us want to. But you should know that it is not too late to be a better person now. Why do you think everyone else left the Thunderous One? You do know it's just you, Jack, Brianna, and Viola, right? Justine doesn't really count.
I don't care how many of us are left. Those that did leave have made themselves irrelevant since.
Excuse me?
Most of those that left have made themselves irrelevant since.
Thanks.
My point is that almost everyone has left the Thunderous One because they want to be a better person than they were in their last run. Despite all that we've been through, our drama with getting our titles back after our 4-year absence is over.
It took us all the way up to this point to find out that The Rock of all people made the decision to fire us.
He wouldn't have to make that decision if we weren't trying to be the biggest holes in this industry. I didn't like that decision as much as everybody else, but at the end of the day, that is all on us. Me, you, her, your wife, Jack, Brianna, everyone that was in the Thunderous One faction cannot deny that. If you want things to be better for you, then I suggest you do what everyone else is doing and move on.
Bruce, you want us to move on. What? Because you don't want everyone to acknowledge or remember the fact that this whole drama with Gaige and TBD is actually all your fault. Bruce, if it weren't for you, Gaige wouldn't have brought in this bitch and the rest of her stupid company. I wouldn't have broken up with Atlas Carter. I wouldn't be suspended. I wouldn't have to do all of the attacker stuff. And Daisy and Elizabeth probably would have been in good terms. I'm glad you're retiring at WrestleMania. Tritonal is right. You don't deserve to be back here for the 3rd or 4th time in your career. I don't know why they keep hiring your dumb...
Hey, leave the guy alone. Yes, he's made mistakes, and there's nothing we can do about it other than making better decisions next time. Did you not hear him? So how about you focus here on the present? I'm your problem at WrestleMania, not him.
Focus on the present. Kyla, you've been my problem from the past. Present. And who knows if you're going to strike back in the future like a reoccurring supervillain. You should be the last person to tell me to make better decisions when almost every single decision you have made up to this point is all about me. At WrestleMania, the only decision that I allow you to make is to give up. I am wrapping this 4 to 5 year rivalry of ours for good. When I take that women's championship, I will be tossing all of that momentum that you've been working on down the drain just so you, and everyone else that's been doubting my success, can finally accept the reality. And the reality is that I deserve everything given to me.
Okay, that will be all for these 4. Next week at WrestleMania, Chicago, Kyla Unka will defend her WWE Women's Championship against this year's Royal Rumble winner, Ms. Money in the Bank, and soon-to-be WWE Hall of Famer, Jordana Raylin.
Going back to what Jordana just said a few minutes ago, this really is your father's fault, at least with the TBV drama. He's right about one thing, he really does need to go. Bruce can join his stepfather and his stepbrother in the retirement circle. Maybe The Rock can join in too.
What the hell did you just say, boy?
You know what, Jack? At least our parents had their moments here. Despite what he's been through, I'm proud of what my dad's been doing. If he really did that bad of a job, he would have given up his career a long time ago. Don't act like he should be taking all the blame too. If you heard what Jordana said earlier, then you must have heard my dad say that if all of you weren't some of the company's most stubborn superstars in recent history, he wouldn't have fired all of you. Here's the problem with the both of you, you two refuse to blame yourselves for your own mistakes. Yeah, I can take the blame for having TBD try to get rid of all of you. That was my mistake and I know I should have known better. But I wouldn't have to do that if all of you weren't a problem to begin with.
Oh, so you're going to blame us for you and your father's stupidity. Is that what you're trying to say?
Hey, leave her and her dad alone. As a matter of fact, leave everyone's family alone and how about we talk?
Easy for you to say. Your mother is the SmackDown general manager.
That doesn't change anything. We can have 100 new G-Miz and make over 100 new rules. But somehow, someway, you're still going to act the same exact way. You two are the only people on this roster that would complain about almost everything no matter what, especially you. You were given a special entrance. You complained about it. You had a memorable nickname and a memorable character. You complained about it. You got fired twice and came back with demands. Yet somehow, there's still something to complain about down the road. It took me over a year to win my first WWE Championship. I didn't beg for it. I didn't cry about it. All that I did was trust the process. When I was given the Dark Horse nickname, I didn't cry about it. I utilized the hell out of it and turned it into something greater.
Are you done bragging about yourself? Hooray. Congrats. You just should be proud that management actually decided to give a damn about their talents. Or at least the two of you idiots. We, on the other hand, have every good reason to complain. When I came here, everyone here expected me to be a complete duplicate of my aunt. When he came here, he was ordered to be presented as a character he never wanted to be. When you two came here, you were both given the opportunities to be whoever you want. We didn't have the freedom to do what we want. You guys did. Especially you.
Alright, The Rock is tired of hearing this. Everyone, shut your mouths and let the final boss speak. The Rock can't believe he has to stand here and listen to all of your candy asses whine about your personal issues. We're here to talk about what's going to happen at this year's WrestleMania, not hold a therapy session in front of the millions of The Rock's fans watching in here and all around the world. At WrestleMania, the People's Champion will go one-on-one with the self-proclaimed workhorse on Night 1 in Chicago. When The Rock lays the smackdown on this here jabroni, then on Night 2, The Rock will do the exact same thing, now including the son of a bitch, for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Once The Rock gets hold of the World Heavyweight Championship, you two will never, ever get a shot at this championship again. And if either of you refuse to disobey those conditions after WrestleMania, then The Rock will wish the two of you, and to those that chooses to interfere, the best in your future endeavors.